Each new day brings new confirmation of the assumption that Trump will spawn so many enemies for himself that he will become the absolute champion among US presidents in this category. It's just that the states have never yet elected a man as president with such a unique combination of personal qualities that generate scandals and squabbles in the snow cannon mode, which is used in ski resorts. It seems that a movement is beginning to slowly resembling a hand slowly moving towards the toilet flush button. Trump just grabbed the red card from the former Secretary of Defense, General James Mattis, and today the same thing flew to him from the former Secretary of State in the government of George W. Bush, Colin Powell. In a recent interview with CNN, Powell said the following: "Of course, I can't support President Trump this year. We have a constitution, and we must follow this constitution, and the president moved away from her." Double quote. It is important here that Powell, like Mattis, is a general, moreover, a very authoritative, albeit retired, and besides, he always played in the Republican reigns. Let's just say these are people of such a level that if they are not even present in the pistol holder of the current government, then their opinion is considered to be something like a tuning fork. It's enough to recall the reaction to Mattis's speech that he recently made about Trump. An unusually large number of Republican congressmen commented on her, and although none of them criticized Trump, everyone spoke respectfully about Mattis and his opinion. But Trump himself instantly and predictably doused the general with slops. This is exactly what happened with Powell. Literally a few minutes after the speech, another masterpiece of Trump appeared on Twitter in the same vein of dirty accusations. Trump pounced on Powell, accusing him of initiating an invasion of Iraq. Colin Powell, the same person who was responsible for dragging us into the catastrophic wars in the Middle East, has just announced that he will vote for another person, Joe Biden. Didn't Powell say Iraq has weapons of mass destruction? They did not do this, but we went to war. Trump tweeted, in connection with this Twitter attack, one interesting question arises, namely, could Powell guess what kind of reaction would be to his interview? It's already obvious that both Mattis and Powell have an IQ much higher than what Trump can develop in his head, and the possibility that they both expected such a reaction from Trump cannot be ruled out. We have repeatedly said the rhetorical appeal, take Twitter away from Trump's grandfather, but now the impression is growing that nothing like this can be done. The Trump-Twitter connection starts to work in the most destructive rhythm, relative to himself. After all, someone will certainly notice how the essence of Trump splashes out on anyone who does not agree with his opinion or who does not want to be enthusiastic about him. But in the end, someone may notice another feature. If someone took a stopwatch and simply measured Trump's reaction to what they say about him on television, it would become clear what he was doing in the White House. He watches telly about himself and tweets. Someone has enough pedantry to take a stopwatch and simply track the time that Trump spends on Twitter and watches TV, and then he realizes that he simply does not have time for proper administration of the country, and that is precisely why the coronavirus catastrophe was simply inevitable. There was no one to react. Trump played golf, watched TV and tweeted. It is amazing how he had enough time to say he's famous. We have no problems with coronavirus. I have everything under control.